If you're a coach, you're probably wondering whether or not you should have multiple revenue streams, what those revenue streams should look like, and which ones you should pursue first. Now, it all really depends on what kind of following that you currently have and what kind of income that you particularly want to make. So just starting off, most obvious one is like a low ticket thing. Typically, these are digital products such as ebooks, mini courses, stuff like that. These typically are priced between $0 and $500, and you sell them using a funnel page. Number two is typically a membership. This is recurring revenue in your business. You can host it on something like School, and you can either do low ticket or high ticket. Low ticket is typically somewhere between 30 and $100. High ticket is typically around $300 to $500 per month for your membership, and you can include different offers in there. The third one is high ticket sales, or high ticket coaching programs / masterminds, where you typically charge somewhere between $2,000 and as much as $20,000 for a program. There's people who charge even more than that, but this is, for your average Joe, somewhere where you're going to charge in there. And this all depends on whether or not you're doing a B2C offer. So like fitness coaches are a great example of having a B2C offer. And those are typically going to be priced $2,000 to $4,000, while most B2B offers are going to start from $4,000 and go up from there. And that just has to do with who is buying, how much money they have, what services are offered, and what the results of those services are. Now, there's other ways as a business owner that you can make money. But to address the fundamental question about whether or not you should actually have multiple streams of income, I have to ask you whether or not you're generating income from one offer or multiple offers currently, and how much traffic you currently get. Because at the end of the day, you only have so much traffic to divide among different revenue offers or products that will bring revenue into your business. Now, typically, if you're just starting out, I recommend you go with one and you try and scale that from there, and then add on different revenue streams as time goes on. It is typically just a little bit easier to do that than it is to start out with 3 or 4 or 5 different revenue streams and think you're gonna make all this money, but really make money from none of them. It's easier to focus on one thing than it is on multiple. And typically, depending on what you're starting out in, I really like to recommend the high ticket route, because you only need one sale to make a significant amount of money. On the flip side, if you have a large following, I really recommend launching a membership model, because it gives a lot more stability to your business and gives you a lot more options and time down in the future if you want to change how your business works or what your offers are. Low tickets are also a great way just to put something out and see if people are willing to buy what you have. So those are like the 3 big ways. There's a lot of other ways to generate revenue. I'm gonna go over a couple of those now just so you have a good idea of ways you can expand on if you're already doing those in your business. And again, I always recommend layering these in with either your 1 or 2 really big offers, whether it's low ticket, membership offer, or high ticket. I recommend layering these in. The next thing, the next thing you can really offer is like an agency offer, especially if you're already doing those, which is basically a done for you service. This could look like, for us, like at Landing Media, it could look like being able to do social media management for our clients, okay? If you're teaching people how to run ads and scale ads, it could be being or acting as a media buyer for them and running their ads for them. If you're coaching on how to do systems, it could be building out systems and different platforms and integrations for your clients and doing that for them instead of just, advising them on how to do that. Another way to increase revenue or bring revenue into your business is through affiliates. And this one I typically only recommend if you have lots of traffic, and traffic that's typically related from search, because it's a lot harder in general to make or replace significant amounts of money when you don't have a lot of traffic, especially if the traffic isn't 100% related to what they're looking for. The exceptions to that are, TikTok Shop is pushing a lot of TikTok videos, and YouTube is a very powerful search engine. And if that's what you want to do, if you're currently in a 9-to-5 job, going the affiliate route can be huge. Another thing about affiliate routes is it's very low cost to you, and you can make a lot of theoretical margin off of that if you can create a good system for creating content around what you want to sell as an affiliate. And as long as those affiliate programs are good, you can make a lot of money from it. Lastly, I want to go over AdSense and the money you can make from actually having good enough content that becomes significant enough that you're getting enough views that you can get paid from YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram / Facebook for your content. And even X is rolling out more and more competitive compensation AdSense platforms and programs for content creators. And this is because all of these platforms are competing for quality creators. And this can become very significant. And again, if you want to be a YouTuber, that's fine, but it's usually easier to become a YouTuber if you have an underlying product you're selling, rather than waiting for that AdSense to build to the point where it can pay for you to leave your job. It's just the math of it. It's typically a lot easier because you don't need nearly as much traffic if you're selling a product, especially if it's high ticket. Have that underlying business pay for you to be a full-time content creator rather than waiting for AdSense to allow you to be a full-time content creator. So these are like the general different ways. And again, I recommend starting with one. And typically that is a product or service. Service is phenomenal because it's really easy to refund that you can provide completely remotely. And that allows you infinite scale in your business around the entire world. There are some limiting factors such as language, but oftentimes that isn't always the case depending on what the offer is. So again, that's what I would focus on. Focus on one offer, and then as time goes on and you have a need, layer in those other offers and products with time. And the reason why you want multiple revenue streams typically in a business is just for diversification and safety in case one offer or one traffic source dries up. If you have multiple revenue streams, typically those won't all go away at once, and it just makes your business a lot more safer and gives you a lot more security in building and growing your business. If this video was helpful at all, please smash that subscribe button.